Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're tracking the long and mysterious odyssey of Bigfoot.
It doesn't turn its head, it turns the whole upper part of its body. That's because apes can't turn their heads all the way around like we can.
This enigmatic figure captivates imaginations and stirs debate across North America and beyond. Known as Sasquatch in some regions, this alleged creature, described as a large, bipedal, and ape-like being covered in hair, occupies a unique place at the intersection of folklore, cryptozoology, and popular culture.
It's maybe 6.5, 7 feet tall. It's covered head to toe in this sort of silvery brown fur.
Despite a lack of conclusive proof, the legend endures, sparking curiosity, skepticism, and a dedicated following. The Bigfoot story finds its roots in the rich tapestry of indigenous North American cultures, where stories of large, hairy, humanoid creatures have existed for centuries.
There's also one that appears usually in the morning time called Ihoza, which means forget, and that's what this being or creature, animal, makes you do, is forget.
Among the various tribes of the Pacific Northwest, such as the Salish, Lummi, Klallam, and others, tales of these beings, often imbued with spiritual significance, have been passed down through generations. These creatures, sometimes referred to as wild men or forest brothers, are depicted as elusive, powerful, and deeply connected to the natural world.
But she said when she was a little girl, the hunters used to go out for 5-6 days. They come back telling stories of seeing the giant hairy man in the woods.
The term Sasquatch itself originates from the Hakka Malayan language, spoken by several indigenous groups in the Pacific Northwest. The word, which has been adapted into English, reflects the deep cultural and spiritual significance these beings hold within indigenous traditions.
So I'm standing there looking like this, and all of a sudden I see this brush just part like this, and there's two big eyes looking at me.
Bigfoot entered broader American consciousness in the 19th and early 20th centuries, with reports of mysterious footprints and sightings by settlers and explorers. Newspapers of the time occasionally published accounts of encounters with wild men, often described as large, hairy, and reclusive creatures living in remote areas. These early reports contributed to the growing intrigue and speculation surrounding the existence of such a creature.
But I could see right where it walked out, it was big. You know, it was wet tracks like this.
One of the most notable early encounters occurred in 1924 at Ape Canyon near Mount St. Helens in Washington state. A group of miners reported being attacked by ape men, claiming that these creatures hurled rocks at their cabin and attempted to break in. This incident, widely publicized, helped cement the myth in American folklore.
He yelled to Fred, who turned just in time to see a huge 7-foot hairy man-beast.
A pivotal moment came in 1967 with the Patterson-Gimlin film. Shot near Bluff Creek in Northern California, this short piece of footage purportedly captures a Bigfoot walking across a clearing. The film, scrutinized and debated for decades, remains one of the most compelling pieces of visual evidence for Bigfoot's reality. While many skeptics dismiss the film as a hoax, others, including some scientists and film experts, argue that the creature's gait, musculature, and physical proportions are difficult to fake.
So what we have here is actually a sequence of frames, 9 in total, where each one has the figure matched up. This one's particularly valuable because of the sharp knee bend.
The Patterson-Gimlin film significantly boosted public interest in the tale, leading to a surge in reported sightings, research efforts, and media attention. It also cemented its popular image, influencing how the creature is depicted in films, literature, and art. Beyond the Patterson-Gimlin film, there have been countless reported spottings of Bigfoot across North America.
From the angle that I was to this creature when it stood up, I got a fairly good look at the side of its face, to the point where I could tell that it wasn't obviously a bear.
These accounts vary from brief, distant glimpses to detailed descriptions of close encounters. Hotspots include the Pacific Northwest, the Rocky Mountains, and parts of the Appalachian region. Physical evidence such as footprints, hair samples, and even alleged photographic and video has been presented over the years. However, much of this remains controversial.
There's something down there. That cliff.
Footprints, often cited as proof, have been scrutinized for authenticity, with some revealed as hoaxes or misidentified animal tracks. Similarly, hair samples typically turn out to be from known animals like bears or wolves. The mainstream scientific community remains largely skeptical, citing a lack of verifiable evidence.
Given the long distance at which they're observing this creature, I think it's an honest mistake. And this can often happen with people that see humans in the distance.
Many scientists argue that for a large primate to exist undiscovered in North America, especially in well-explored areas, is highly improbable. They point to the absence of fossil remains, the logistical challenges of such a creature's survival, and the likelihood of hoaxes or mistaken identity.
We don't have a body. I mean, if these things are out there and running around for as long as people say they have been, we ought to be able to find a dead one at some point.
Alternative explanations for sightings include psychological phenomenon like pareidolia, seeing meaningful patterns in random data, and the influence of cultural and media representations. Additionally, some propose that this all could be misidentification of known animals, such as bears or humans in costumes. Despite scientific skepticism, a dedicated community of researchers and enthusiasts, known as cryptozoologists, continue to pursue clues.
Some people would say it looks like an ape in the face. Males typically will range anywhere from 8 feet, and we have heard as high as 12 feet in height.
Cryptozoology, the study of creatures whose existence is unproven, provides a framework for investigating and documenting sightings. These researchers often work outside mainstream scientific methods, relying on eyewitness accounts and field investigations.
Cryptozoology is an intellectual pursuit for the curious. There are no schools for cryptozoologists nor degrees to be earned.
Some cryptozoologists propose that Bigfoot could be a relic population of an ancient primate, such as Gigantopithecus, a large ape that existed in Asia millions of years ago.
It could well have stood 3 meters tall, in which case it would have been 8 times as heavy as I am.
Others suggest that it might represent an undiscovered species of primate uniquely adapted to North American ecosystems. Bigfoot's influence extends far beyond the realm of cryptozoology, permeating popular culture and becoming a symbol of mystery, wilderness, and the unknown. The creature has been featured in countless movies, television shows, books, and advertisements, often depicted with a blend of curiosity, humor, and fear.
Peace and harmony are necessary if mankind is to survive. What? Huh?
The phenomenon has also inspired a subculture of enthusiasts, researchers, and amateur investigators who dedicate significant time and resources to exploring the mystery.
With squatching getting ever more popular, we have to up our game and keep our night investigation spots top secret. We have to avoid hoaxers and people trying to disrupt our search.
This community spans a wide spectrum, from those who approach the subject with a scientific mindset to those who embrace more speculative or mystical representations.
Everybody enjoys the museum. They enjoy Bigfoot. I just hope that nobody ever catches him.
In some places, the legend has become a source of local pride and economic benefit. Towns like Willow Creek in California, Fouke in Arkansas, and others host festivals, build statues, and establish museums dedicated to Bigfoot, attracting tourists and enthusiasts from around the world.
First thought it was a deer, but I said, no, it's no deer. It had too big of a body mass. It's reddish orange.
While the existence of this elusive creature remains unproven, the obsession endures, fueled by a steady stream of sightings, stories, and the enduring human fascination with the unknown.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Whether Bigfoot is a real, undiscovered creature, a cultural myth born from the depths of the wilderness, or a blend of both. Its impact on popular imagination and cultural legacy is undeniable.
Look, it's him! It's Bigfoot! Get the gun!
Get him! Get him!
The search represents a quest for understanding, a journey into the mysteries of the natural world, and a reflection of our collective desire to explore the unexplained.
All this time I'm thinking, holy mackerels, these things do exist.
What do you think about Bigfoot? Let us know in the comments.
Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.